Do you ever bend down to pick up laundry, maybe a toy, or even your toddler, and your back locks up? Most parents know exactly what I'm talking about. And the frustrating part is, it usually happens during a simple movement, not something heavy. Today I'm going to explain why your back may be locking up when you bend forward, and what your body is telling you, and what you can do about it starting today. Remember, in the big picture, usually it's not random. Most low back flare-ups are not sudden injuries. They're usually the result of accumulated stiffness, poor load sharing, just accumulated fatigue, and or reduced movement variability. That final bend is often just the last straw, and the body may be tightening up to try to protect itself. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, family corrective chiropractor, and here we are at One Life Family Chiropractic in Georgetown, Ontario, Canada. And today we're going to be talking about why your back may be locking up when you bend forward. Of course, if you're just tuning in, make sure you take a moment, make sure you like and subscribe. I love being a part of your health journey, and I'd love to see more of you. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm sure you guessed it. Reason number one is just too much flexion and not enough extension. You spend so much of your day stuck like this that it's starting to catch up with you. And modern life consists of constant forward bending, sitting, driving, being on your phone, sitting on a laptop, sitting slouched over at the couch on a laptop. Your spine spends so much of its day flexed forward, so you need some more extension. Then you ask it to flex even more when you're going to lift something. And what happens? Well, potentially more increased pressure through the lumbar spine, particularly those lower discs, and reduced spinal tolerance, and muscles tighten up quickly to try and guard and help protect you. Oh, hey, and reason number two, well, their hips aren't helping enough. You're probably not doing simple exercises like these to help keep them engaged, and definitely probably not doing them while you're at the desk. Remember, the hips are supposed to help you bend and lean forward and help absorb some of the force. If your hips are stiff, well, your spine is probably going to flex forward more. And the back, well, it could potentially be doing extra work that you don't necessarily need it to be doing. Common signs: tight hips after sitting, that slow feeling to get up and get moving. Yes, potentially your hamstrings always feeling tight. Your low back may feel more active than your glutes, and your glutes need to be working more. And guess what? The body starts compensating. Oh, yes. And reason number three, your glutes are late to the game. Your glutes should be helping extend and stabilize during those periods of lifting. But sitting and accumulated stress and fatigue can delay that activation. And the back becomes the default stabilizer. And that's when those small movements suddenly, they may not feel that great. And you may find that that last straw was just something simple as you bending over, picking up a pencil off the ground. And that's what did it. So how's that lockup cycle often look? Well, here's what often happens. Hip mobility decreases, glutes start to contribute less, back starts to absorb more of the load, the nervous system tries to protect you and increases guarding. And that potential lockup, it's about to occur. It's usually a system overload and not random damage. So what to do instead? Well, here's step one. First of all, start working on those hips. Some extension would be good. Well, this position right here is one of my favorites. Spend some more time like this. 2 to 3 minutes on each side, multiple times a day, working to open up your hips into extension. Yes, this way, squeeze your glutes a bit, make sure this front line is nice and straight, and I just focus on your breathing. I mean, you can literally take this as your moment to stand up. You can check your messages like this. Notice I said like this. Bring your phone up rather than being craned forward in your cervical spine. Get yourself neutral, extend in the hips, and start practicing this position and improving your hip mobility. Start working on that hip external rotation as well. Your hips are probably getting so stiff at that desk. What I want you to do is just bring one leg up on the side of your chair. Keep your spine nice and tall. Push down on your knee towards the ground with this hand. And I want you to lean forward until you feel that tight stiffness in the glute. When you feel that stiffness, breathe. If you notice you have quite a bit of range, well, find the corner that's stuck and doesn't move that well. I may have to turn slightly, lean this way. And when you feel that glute start to get stiff and tight and feel that stretch, focus on your breathing, hang out here 60 to 90 seconds. I'd work on both sides, and before you know it, you have a little routine working on your hip mobility. And step two, you got to work on rebuilding stability. Start with this, at least 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps on each side. As you progress and get stronger, do the side plank hip lift with the clamshell, just like this. Great exercise, training your glutes and also training your core and how you move. I think this is a great one, especially the side to side movement, which we don't do a lot of. And remember, you often get injured in the planes of movement and ranges that you don't have. So practicing this is going to be key. And you can start with the more basic one and then progress it to the one where I opened up my legs. Again, 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps on each side at least once a day, working to retrain your glutes with your core. Great one to start with. And of course, throw some hip work in there too. Make sure you're getting your glutes firing. Come up, squeeze, back down, and work in that 10 to 12 rep range, at least 2 to 3 sets every day. We're going to retrain your glutes, especially if you spend so much time sitting. You really got to work on bringing up that glute strength. And step 3, add some movement variety in. I want you to stand up at your desk, do the standing march, get yourself moving. 15 to 30 seconds just like this. Take a moment of going for your walks to the water cooler, but really emphasize the movement. Squeeze your glutes and put some effort into that march. That's an easy way to add some movement variety into your day, multiple times a day. I do it at least once an hour. 15 to 30 seconds of marching like that, focusing on your breathing and just getting your glutes queued up, because when you're sitting, things are idle. Motion is lotion, which is great. You got to keep moving. And of course, don't forget while you're doing that, every half hour at least, make sure you stand up, move around. Ideally, take a little break and go to the water cooler. But you can make a point of making that your little circuit. Work for 28 minutes, stand up for 2 minutes, move around. If you haven't already implemented a standing desk, I would get one. Make that movement snack part of your day. And movement variety is key. And then when you get to lunch hour, take your 10, 20-minute walk. Get a good mile in, move with purpose, aim for 15-minute miles. You should be ideally walking at a brisk pace, but make a point, get out, get outside, get some sunshine, and do some walking and move your body. And remember, when spinal joints stop moving well, the nervous system may increase tone on those muscles. So your spine and nervous system is going to be vitally important. I call this the X factor or the chiropractor. Oftentimes people have been working on many other things and they come down, they do a proper consultation and biostructural examination. And yes, they may notice areas they feel, but they also have areas often that they have no idea about. That's why it's so important to get tested, because your nervous system, proper spinal motion and good nervous system function is what corrective chiropractic is focused on, to help you adapt, be more resilient, and heal that much better. And remember, your nerves control your muscles, organs, and help with how you're healing. So this is a very important system, something to consider, something many people simply have not heard about. So this is your moment. Take a moment, consider getting checked by a corrective chiropractor to help your body move, work better, and adapt better so you can do more life. So remember, if your back locks up when you're bending forward, that challenge likely started long before that moment. It was a matter of all those straws building up on the camel's back. You want to focus on fixing the hips, improving glute timing and stability, and helping to restore movement variety. Your back becomes much more resilient when the whole system works together. So I appreciate you tuning in today. Start, be consistent, and of course, I love being a part of your health journey. Take a moment. If you enjoyed today, take a moment, make sure you subscribe and like so we can be a part of each other's journey some more. Remember, you're far stronger, more resilient, and resourceful than you may have led to believe. Bye for now.